Hey guys, my name is Pancea and welcome to my infinite HP potion guide. In this video I'm going to show you how to get each of the pieces as well as some of the rotations. To explain, I'm going to show you guys my newly created Discord server. The link will be down in the description below and I'll see you guys there. Welcome to the BDO Rare Treasures Discord server. I made this server so we can consolidate all the information online in one place for all of the BDO rare items. I got all 6 of them here: the HP potion, the mana potion, the archaeologist map, the upgraded compass, the merchant ring, and the Law or Zeka costume coming up with Odalita. So when you access the server, you can see all of the resource sections and the guides right off the bat. You don't need any roll for this. And if you go to the pinned messages, you can navigate through the guide easily and find exactly what you're looking for. Now, if you want to access the chat channels, guys, go to rules and roles and assign yourself the role down below. So green check mark for the general chats and the respective items for the remaining chats. So now I can access the chats for the infinite HP potion. Anyway, please do share this Discord server with all your friends. I'd really appreciate it, and let's get started with the guide. The infinite HP potion is known as the Ornette Spirit Essence. This is comprised of 5 ingredients which are combined to create the infinite HP potion. First, the Sherekhan's Pancea, the Ron's Tintinnabulum, Ash Halfmoon Kagtunak, the Gayak's Courage Stone, and the Musical Spirit Sound Stone. Once you have all 5 pieces, arrange them in this order and you'll be able to create the infinite HP potion. The Ash Halfmoon Kagtunak is dropped at Bloodwolf Settlement by the Cactum Executioner and the Cactum Guard. In addition, this is dropped in Kadri Ruins during the event Newly Discovered Treasure by the Kadri Armored Fighters. For Bloodwolf Settlement, there's a few locations you can grind. I'm not going to show you exact rotation because it can differ class to class, but I'll show you the areas where you probably want to grind for this piece. First being right at the node manager. As you go down, you'll be able to see the first spot. Now just note, Bloodwolf Settlement is quite contested, but for the most part, you can find a Cactum Executioner within most of these packs, and those kind of packs are the ones that you want to kill. So you can come around all over here and loop back around this way. And you can extend your rotation down to this side. Now for the second spot, if you come down to the south from that point, you'll be able to see a much larger rotation. However, there's a lot more blood wolves than catcoms on this side, so I really didn't prefer this spot particularly. However, you will be able to find some executioners here and try your luck. Now let's take a look at the main rotation first. To get there, this is the mountain where the node manager is located. Just go to the side of it, you'll see some stairways downstairs, down to the base where you'll see the main rotation. This is where I've encountered the most amount of resistance from other players, but it's pretty good. So all the spots are primarily all catgums and very few blood wolves around here, if any. So you can just kill your way through here. Kill all of these. Now, I don't think this guy drops it, but you can kill the elites if you want. Loop around this way. Through the sides. This is the spot I got my piece at. And back around. So once you get to this point, go the other way. And you'll be encountering packs of mobs everywhere. You can go through here as well and loop all the way around the back. Now this rotation should be able to sustain 2 people, but most people would rather fight. Now we work our way back to the central point where we started off and rinse and repeat. Now there's multiple locations or directions that you can go with this. I just showed you a basic rotation, which I did, but depending on your class and how well your mobility is, how much cooldown you have between each of the high mobility skills, you can mix and match the packs and find what's best for you. But for the most part, this is the best rotation in my opinion, because there are a lot more catgums than there are upstairs. And yeah, give it a shot and good luck with this. Let's go on to the next piece. The Sherekhan's Pancea is dropped at Sherekhan Necropolis. During the day it's dropped by the Garrett and the Belcatus mobs, and during the night it's dropped by the Leyte and the Nybrika. In addition, during the event, this is dropped in Prati Cave by the Zera Prati. Alright, Sherekhan Necropolis is probably going to be everyone's least favorite one, just because it's not a fun grind. During the daytime, mobs will be out and about and you can just pull them and do a proper rotation. During the nighttime, it's going to be a bit different. I'm going to show you one of the tomes, like you can activate the mobs at night. I don't really have a proper rotation for the nighttime, but I'm going to do a run through during the day. And there's a lot of ways you can do this because of the way everything is spread out. There's a lot of different type of rotations you can figure out, so pick and choose for yourself. But I'm just going to give you guys a quick idea over here. Let's get started. So as soon as I enter, I'm going to just start off with this pack. The good thing about Sherekhan Necropolis is they're pretty quick. They do follow at a decent pace. I'm going to work my way down southeast. Now I'm actually going to cut my advance down south a bit short just because we don't need to go too far. The respawn rate is pretty good and there's plenty of mobs around. And as you see, they do de-aggro if you pull them a bit too far. So you want to try to make these as tightly packed as possible. Yeah, they do CC. I'm going to pull these over here to the tombstone here. So yeah, those tombstones, these crystal things over here, those are the ones you're going to interact with during the nighttime. And you spend 10 energy to spawn the mob, which is an elite mob, which I'll show you later. I have a clip of that. Now, I'm going to pull down this way, and you can actually start working your way back around towards the main entrance from here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these to here. You can go that way if you want, but like I said, respawn's pretty good, so you can start working your way back now. All right, I'm gonna pull these in over here. And there are some over there as well, which I chose to ignore just because we don't need them. Now, it is annoying that we can't pull these too far because of their aggro range is kind of short. So yeah, I mean, there's multiple reasons why people don't like grinding here, but is what it is. No way around it unless you want to go to Prati Cave during the event. But this is basically it. We're back at the start point, and there are many spawns around here that you can really just make a rotation out of anything. Yeah, that's about it. Let's take a look at the nighttime mechanic, and I'll show you guys how that works. So during the nighttime, the regular spawn of mobs are not around, so instead you have to interact with these tombstones. They'll consume 10 energy, but it'll make the mob spawn. Now these mobs do CC and are quite tanky. They're equivalent to like elites. So make sure if you're lower AP to be careful. Next is the Ron's Tintinnabulum. This is dropped at Forest Ronoros or the Tooth Fairy Forest by Forest Ronoros Guardians and Forest Ronoros Catchers. In addition, during the event, it's dropped at Upper Sakria Ruins by the Damaged Kareba. Now do note, the number of Damaged Kareba in a rotation is quite minimal, so we don't know if they have an increased drop rate to make up for the lack of the mobs. So I personally prefer to grind in Forest Ronoros because I was making 90 to 100 mil an hour over there. For the Ron's Tintinnabulum, we are here at the Forest Ronoros as well as the Tooth Fairy cabin area. We're going to start off with the main rotation, which is located directly south of the Archer Western camp. This is the crossroad over here, and this area is going to be the main rotation. I'm going to go over that, then the second rotation, as well as a few of the side rotations you can do. You need the variety when you're grinding on Arsha because there's a lot of PvP which goes down here, and I'm sure it'll help you guys out. Alright, so for the main rotation, we are at the crossroad, and you can enter right here. Now there's multiple ways you can go about this. I'm just going to show you one of the ways, but you'll get the idea because there's a lot of mobs here. So you pull the first 2 packs over there down to the middle. You can smash these down. Now you can pull these over to the side. Now you only need the guardians and the catchers, so you can ignore the scouts for the most parts, but they are annoying, as well as the archers. So kill these, and then you go down south here. So you can pull these to those over there if you want, but I prefer to just kill them and be gone with it. Alright, one thing to note about these things over here, the mirrors, if you hit them, they start spawning mobs, but if you kill the mirror, it's gonna delete all the mobs as well, so you won't be able to get the loot from them. So if you hit them, just kill the mobs first and try not to damage the mirror. Like if you saw there, after the mirror got destroyed, the mobs also disappeared. So anyway, you can pull those over to this spot over here and close by to this mirror. I prefer to activate the mirror and then kill these, and by then the mirror's mobs will spawn as well. And I like to take those down here. Alright. Then if you come up northeast to this side, you can pull these 2 packs together. Now, if you do split up this rotation a bit, you could pull those down there. But personally, I like to go ahead and start making my way back up. So I come through here. So I pull all of these and through the mirror over here. So there's plenty of mobs here now. So if you activate the mirror, more mobs will spawn while you kill these. I'm not going fully efficient here just because I want to show you guys the rotation. And then you can pull that one on top over there to the ones on the side here. Let them run over to you. Since these are like centaurs, they do run pretty quickly. So pulling them is a viable method. And then you'll work your way back to the start point. So you can pull these into the middle pack and make a big mob over here. Burst them down. And now you can pick these over here and start your way back to the rotation. And that's pretty much main rotation. On Arsha, this is the most contested location. So I'm going to show you guys the second rotation now. Now for the second rotation, this was actually my favorite one, which I did for a long time. This is the crossroad here. If you come a little bit to the side here, this is right beside the main rotation. So once you get here, this is the point you're going to start at. That's going to be the first pack here. So go ahead and engage that, and we'll pull it all the way down to the tree over here. Now, once you're over here, you can nuke these down. All right. So if there's a mob patrolling here, you can pull that, but aggro this catcher and come back over here. All right, once that's done, we're gonna pull this pack to the mirror over here. So be careful not to destroy the mirror like I always do. And once they're grouped up, you can kill the mobs. And if you want, you can deal with the mirror. Right, once you kill the mobs over here, we're gonna go down this way and take this pack over here. So it's not many mobs, but we'll need to clear out these mobs because we're gonna have to make sure we aggro everything in the next pack. So the next pack is over here. You pull these 4 over to this pack over here. And as you see, there's a lot of mobs here. That's why I wanted to make sure nothing was aggro to me when I started. Yeah, so make your way around the cliff, pull these. There's 2 guardians over here, and you can come over to the mirror. So if you activate the mirror, hopefully it'll spawn some mobs, but I think this was already activated. There we go. If you want, you can go ahead and destroy the mirror and be done with this spot, because there's only 2 mobs which spawn with it. But more importantly, you want to make your way across over here. Aggro this pack. And then wait in the middle of this pack. Once everything's grouped up, burst it down. Now you want to just turn around here and we're going to make our way through this gap. So we aggro these 2. These 3. And then merge with this group over here. Now, you could do it vice versa. You could come over here, pull these, and run back there if you have issues with these de-aggroing. I went a bit too far, but you get the idea. So once you deal with that pack and this pack, you want to come up here. And there's quite a few of these guardians that are just chilling. You're going to have to hit them to activate them for the most part. Now just destroy them. And we'll go to the next spot. So over here, there's a guardian dude in the back. You can aggro him and come to the cliff here. Or the ledge. All right, now destroy these. Now that concludes our rotation. We're back at the start. So you can go ahead and pull the first pack back to the tree and rinse and repeat. So I went a bit slow. It wasn't very efficient and it looked a bit sloppy, but that's just because I'm trying to go slow and show you guys the rotation properly. But after you do it a few times, you'll get the hang of the pulls and then it becomes really efficient. So it's really important to have a standard rotation, because if you try to go all in with the pot pieces, you're just going to burn yourself. Like I spent over 300 mil in like tent buffs and all that stuff, grinding on Arsha. It was an absolute pain. Once I finally decided, you know what, the chance of getting the drop is really low. So even if I add like 50% to the drop rate, it's still like 0.0001% going to 0.00015%, right? So it's like a very minute difference. So I figured the most important thing for me is to do a standard rotation without being disturbed and do it efficiently. Anyway, we're going to make our way east and I'll show you 2 of the other rotations over here, and I'll show you the one south of Tooth Fairy Cabin. All right, the first side rotation I want to show you guys is if you go down the path from here, that side was the main and the second rotation. So if you come down the path here and take a left, there's a tiny rotation here, which is pretty off the map, off the grid. Like I don't get a lot of people coming down here. So this was actually a pretty decent grind. So you can put these 2 packs together. I'm just going to walk through it. You can pull those and come over here. Walk through this side, pull these, kill them, get these over here grouped up, kill these, come around the back. You can pull these and merge it with this mirror group. Once you do that, you can pull these 2 over here with this big group over here, and then you're going to work your way back to the start. So you pull the ones around the trees here and these, and this is the first pack you pulled. So you're back at the start. It's a really small rotation, but it actually did the job quite well. There's quite a few of the mobs which drop the piece, the guardians and the catchers, so definitely an option. Now let's go to the next spot. So the next rotation is going to go towards Tooth Fairy Cabin side. So let's go east over here. And as you can see on my left right now, that is the Tooth Fairy Cabin area. You see the buildings over there. So once you come south here, across the little water puddles, you'll actually find a few rotations. Like this is actually a safe zone. When you're engaged in PvP, you could actually run back here for safety if you want. Now this is a pretty spread out rotation, but it's also one I used on Arsha just because it was always so packed. You can start here. I'd usually just kill this pack first just to get my aggro ready. and make sure I have enough space. So once that's done, that's the side I like to come through. So this is the way I start off first. We can start off with this little pack here. You can kill them or pull them with the next one. I just killed them because they're pretty squishy. Kill the mirror group over here or pull them. Then there's a mirror group over here. So I like getting these with the pack over here. All right, once these mobs are done, you can pull these guys with the pack over here. Then you can come around this way and get the pack here. I like to kill this off alone just because the other ones are a bit further away. So for the next pack, I like to get the mirror mobs over here and pull them with this pack over here. Or vice versa. You could actually come down this way and go that way. Same difference. Now, looks like I missed a few or they spawned with the mirror. You come up here, you can kill these right off the bat. Personally, I like to pull them with that one, unless there's too many mobs that are already up, like the scouts. So we'll come over to this big pack over here, delete these, and now you're gonna start working your way back to the beginning. So you can start off with this mirror pack here. And then work your way over here. So that one didn't have any catchers or guardians on that side, so I ignore that mirror. But you can get these and go to the starting point. I know this was a bit messy as well, but as you do it, it'll get better. It's a bit annoying going a bit slower than I'm used to. Anyway, that concludes this spot. So this one is directly south of Tooth Fairy Cabin. And yeah, that's about it. After acquiring the first 3 pieces, you'll have to speak to Marandora, who's located northeast of Grana. By speaking to her, you'll acquire her knowledge for the remaining 2 pieces. Now this applies to the infinite mana potion as well. Once you've spoken to Marandora and received her knowledge, you can speak to the remaining NPCs to receive the Gayak's Courage Stone and the Musical Spirit Sound Stone. To get the Gayak's Courage Stone, you have to go to Sherekhan Necropolis and speak to the node manager Chimera. Exchange 30 Garmot skill and you'll get the Gayak's Courage Stone. To acquire the Musical Spirit Sound Stone, you'll have to exchange 300 Peridot leaves to Moyama, who is the node manager of Okiara River. Moyama is located southeast of Grana. To acquire Peridot leaves, you have to complete daily quests all over Kamasylvia. This doesn't take too long, at most it should take a couple days, but if you have them saved from previous quests or the main story questline, much sooner. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below how your infinite potion grind is going. Check out that new Discord server I made, the BDO Rare Treasures Discord. And please do share this video with your friends. That's the best way to support me. And share that Discord server as well. I'll catch you guys next time.